Hello and welcome to Destination Hong Kong. We're here with Brian. So, our first question is, where do you come from?
I'm come from Taiwan.
And what brings you to Hong Kong?
Well, initially I was trying to get my studies here, so I started my educations in my universities, and afterwards I graduated from a master program. So that's why, and I found jobs afterwards, and stayed here completely.
So how long have you been here total?
Since I think so far 6 years already.
6 years already.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time, I think. Almost permanent resident.
Yeah, one more year to go then.
Okay. Does the school count as permanent residency?
Yes. That's. I think that is most of the mainland Chinese students come to here. That would be one of the reasons, because 4 years education plus 1 or 2 years master, you only have to work 1 year in order to get a primary residence and change your life.
For sure, for a lot of them. So speaking of mainland China, how has COVID affected you, since you're pretty well established here, and now COVID's here, so.
Yeah, well, I guess it comes to some of the different opinions and angles that you look at this thing. So first of all, if you are talking about my jobs, actually I'm working as I'm working for the hedge fund. So we basically invest monies in some of the markets globally. But in that, actually, because particularly we are investing in bonds in credit markets, then we can short sell. So which is a good thing for our portfolio, because when the markets goes down, then we can still make money for that. And especially when there is a clear directions for that, such as good things or bad things. We can work well. So that's the things. And secondly, because I work for several jobs. I drive Ubers, I make deliveries for food, and I also work as a part-time I work as a waiters as my part-time jobs in the restaurant.
It's very Hollywood.
So yeah, could be. So initially, because I just literally bought my car. It's a car. So I started driving my Ubers last year, since I bought a car, but because of the coronavirus, no one goes out by calling an Uber. So my orders, or the demand for the Ubers, is dropping a lot significantly. So that's why I was thinking maybe I can utilize my scooters, my bike, to work as a delivery. And as the people
Uber Eats. They're staying home. They're not ordering food, but they're not ordering cars, but they're ordering food.
Yes. So that comes to my second thought of my part-time jobs. Then I moved from Uber drivers to the Uber, not the Uber Eats, but I work for
Deliveroo or Panda.
For Panda, because they pay more compared to the compared to the delivery.
And do you think you get just as many jobs as the other brands?
Well, actually, there's no limit if you register for 3 companies at once. And some of my colleagues, for example, they work for 3 companies at once. So sometimes they have the Foodpanda bag, Deliveroo on the right, and Uber Eats in the back.
Oh my goodness!
So yeah, I guess that's a fact, because everyone is earning. Then.
What kind of bike do you ride?
Just the 125.
Okay.
125 Yamaha things. Okay. Well, back in Taiwan, I have the full bike though.
What is that?
A Yamaha R1.
Oh, I love. I don't really like street bikes, but I love Yamaha.
Okay.
So I'm much more into the MT cruiser bike.
Yeah, Master
series.
Torque, right?
Yeah.
I knew that. But which CCs are you more into?
I think I would probably go for the 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about that then.
Speaking of Taiwan.
Yep.
Once COVID is basically over, hypothetically speaking.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to doing most?
I think because the border has been locked up for such a long time, and Hong Kong is such a small places, so I'm more looking into chances to go, even just have a small trip to China, to South Asia, or even somewhere else. But yeah, I'm thinking of having the break of taking the trip then.
I'm living in Hong Kong for 11 years on a tourist visa.
Wow. Okay.
So this is the longest that I've ever been stationary in Hong Kong.
Okay.
So for me, I am really looking forward to getting on a plane and going anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Taiwan would be my number 1 destination, I think, right now. But
okay.
yeah, I really can't wait
But
like
have you
you
been to
get out of this.
Have you been to Taiwan yet?
Oh yeah, I basically live in Taiwan 6 months a year for the
6
last
months.
several years. Yeah,
That's good. You gotta love the food and the street, the night market is in Taiwan definitely.
there's a lot to love about Taiwan, that's for sure.
Yeah, but you know that's a strange because as a Taiwanese, the last time I went back to Taiwan was 2 years ago.
Wow.
So
You know, I find that as an expat, it's hard to go home. It's easy to travel
yeah,
because even when you're home, especially living in Taiwan,
Yeah.
whenever you travel, you're gonna go abroad, or you're gonna go to Gandeng or the south.
yeah,
So, because Taiwan, you only have so many options to go
Yeah.
nationally, then you have to go internationally. Like, you're
Yeah,
used
like
to
Hong Kong,
traveling. But so when you're in Hong Kong, you're like, this is home and that's also home. So if I travel, I want to travel
somewhere else.
somewhere not home.
Yeah,
So I totally understand that. Because, like, there's been a lot of times where I needed to go back to America and I was just like, nah, going it.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, going somewhere else.
yeah.
So, speaking of living in different cities, what city would you live in if you could live anywhere in the world?
Anywhere except Hong Kong or including-
Taiwan?
Um,
Would you pick Hong Kong?
I think
If
I
you could
was-
pick Hong Kong, would you pick it? Would you stay here?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. I think
Okay.
I'm quite keen on the Hong Kong environment in terms of the jobs. Well, because financial markets is quite robust in Hong Kong, and I don't see my career being established somewhere else. To be honest, except Singapore or Japan or Tokyo, this kind of Asia financial cities. But Hong Kong, I would say, it gives me the good lives in terms of the pay, in terms of the condensities of the activities, because I got a lot of choices. Of course, not as much as Taiwan, but I mean, the social activities that I can enjoy in Hong Kong is much more, let's say, interesting than, because that can be the good things or bad things, because Hong Kong is such a small place, then I can go somewhere within 1 hour to anywhere of Hong Kong. So that's even a good thing for me, because it's very convenient to even just go to some of for example, Mong Kos and buy stuff and so on. So I love this. Even though when I was living in Taipei, I need to ride the scooters to go somewhere else to get some of the things. But
Even
here,
in Taipei?
yeah,
Because
Taipei ride the
it's
scooters.
super big. It's just Taipei.
Yes. I think it's the same size as Hong Kong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think that is the size. So yeah, I like Hong Kong very much. That's literally the reasons why I'm staying here and not going back. And but nowadays I see changes. I see a lot of things being, not manipulated, but I mean a lot of things happen. So when I was looking back,
Speaking of the changes,
yeah,
let's ask the final question, which is, because they're gonna yell at me if I don't. So, and I think you were gonna already answer it, so I'll ask it anyway. If you had something to say to Hong Kong people, good or bad, what would it be?
I would say, all right, Hong Kong people, you really do the great jobs. You earn my respect, and that is the reasons I'm supporting you here, and I'm staying here with you. So that's it.
I think that's a good way to say it. I appreciate that, and I definitely support that sentiment. If you want to hear more from Brian or me, we will be back later. We're going to be on Voice of Hong Kong at some point. Thank you for watching Destination Hong Kong, and we'll see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.